Good morning students. I am Miss Pratima, your science teacher. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 3, that is about synthetic fibers and plastics. We know that various types of fibers and plastics are being used widely in our day-to-day life for a different types of purpose. So we should know how they are being manufactured, what is the process, and how they are being useful for different types of purpose, okay, that we will learn. Just look here in figure 3.1. There, what is this? This is a diagram of necklace. Okay, we all know that necklace is made up of small beads. Means when the number of small beads are being joined together, they resulted into the formation of a necklace. Okay, so this is relevant, or this is related to the formation of the synthetic fibers. So we will discuss in detail about the synthetic fiber. Clear students? Okay, here I would like to explain you the fibers. As we have already studied about the fibers in our previous classes. Like, fiber is what thin thread like structure which we use to make the cloths. So for making the cloths we are using the thread. Okay, so that thread only is known as the fiber. So basically fibers can be of two types: natural fibers and synthetic fiber. Natural fibers, as from the word natural, means all the fibers which are being eitherly obtained from plants or animals. Okay, all the fibers which we obtain from plants and animals. Example: cotton, jute, silk and wool. These are certain type of fibers which we get from either plants or animals. Okay. If we talk about the cotton, from where we get it? We get it from the cotton plant. Jute from jute plant, silk from silkworm, wool from sheep or goat or different types of animals. Okay. Next type of fiber, that is the synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are the fibers which are being made by man by using the chemical substances. If we talk about the synthetic fiber, we can also say it is what? It is synthetic as well as the man-made fiber. Understood students? Okay. Or we can say it is an artificial fiber also. Artificial, we know that it has been made by the human being. Okay. So here we can take an example. Example: nylon, rayon, polyester. These are certain type of fibers which we consider as the synthetic fiber because they are being made by human being by using chemical substances. Okay. Next topic that I am going to explain you. Next topic that I am going to explain you, that is about the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fiber means it is a chain of small units joined together. As I told you the example of necklace. In necklace, small beads are being joined together to form a necklace. In the similar manner, if we want to make synthetic fibers, we need to take small units of what? Small units of fibers. Okay, and which are being combined or which are being joined together. Okay, and each small unit is what? Chemical substance. So we need to take a chemical substance and join them. Okay, and the repeating unit of this small unit will result into the formation of synthetic fiber. Okay. So here the next term which is coming, that is the polymer. We know that for making the synthetic fibers, we need to use the small units of any chemical substances. Means when the small unit of any chemical substances will combine or join, they will result into the formation of what? A single unit, a larger single unit. So here the term polymer is defined as when many small units or chemical substances are being combined to form a large single unit. We will say it is a polymer. Okay, and it is made up of many repeating units. Means to make the polymer we will use what? Same small units. Okay, or same small units of chemical substance. Okay, it is also found in the nature, means the polymer is also found in the nature. Like for example, cellulose, as you all know that it is what, a type of carbohydrate. Okay, so cellulose is made up of the repeating unit of glucose, means when the glucose are being united or joined together, that resulted into the formation of the cellulose. So I hope you understood what is polymer. Next topic, that is, what are the types of synthetic fiber? As we have already studied that synthetic fibers are made by human being or made by men. So we will learn here what are the different types of synthetic fibers which are being made by men and which are being used widely in our day-to-day life. So here first type, that is the rayon. Second type, nylon, then polyester, then acrylic. Okay. So first I am explaining you about the rayon. As you all know that rayon is what? A synthetic fiber. Basically we say rayon as the substitute of silk. Okay. Substitute means when we are using any substances in place of others. For example, silk is what? Natural fiber, which we are using for various purposes, as we have already studied in class 7, that how the silk is manufactured, how it has been used, how they are been helpful for us. So when we are using the rayon in place of silk, it is considered as the substitute of silk. Why we are using the rayon in place of silk? Because it is similar in properties of silk, because rayon also has the similar characteristics or properties similar to silk. Okay, and it is obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp, means by using the wood pulp we do chemical treatment or we make the rayon. Okay, then it is cheaper than silk. We know that silk cloths, how costly they are. So if we use the rayon in place of the silk, we can buy easily and it is cheaper, means it is affordable for everyone. It can be woven, means like silk, rayon can be also woven. It can be dyed in a wide variety of colors, means if we have the rayon, we can dye, means we can make it in different color or variety of colors, means we can make the variety of rayon of desirable color. Understood? Then now, as I told you that why we are using the rayon in place of silk, because it is also obtained from where? It is obtained from the nature, but it is considered as what? Artificial fiber, because we obtain from wood pulp, but it is been chemically treated. Understood, students? Okay. Then uses of rayon. We are using the rayon for making the bed sheets, blankets, curtains, slip covers, tablecloths, etc. Okay. Then rest, whatever the topics which is been given in your NCERT book, first you please do read, then you will understand the related information about the rayon. Okay. Next topic, that is the nylon. Nylon is also what? It is also a man-made fiber, or we can say it is a synthetic fiber. Okay, so what are the characteristics of nylon? It is very strong, it is elastic and light in weight. These are the main characteristics of what? Nylon. Because of its strong, elastic and light characters, they are being used widely in our day-to-day life. Okay, they are being lustrous, easy to wash, and it is used to make socks, robes, tents, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, toothbrush, parachute, ropes for rock climbs. So as I said that there are three main characteristics of nylon. that is it is very strong, means it will not break easily. Okay, it is elastic, that means we can stretch it, stretchable. Okay, then third is it is light in weight, so we can carry it easily. So if you have noticed that the mountain climbers, okay, or rock climbers, they are using what? Nylon, because it is light in weight and it is strong. So with the help of rope we can climb easily. In the similar manner, parachute, if you have seen the parachute, uh, it is also been, it is also used the nylon. Okay, next topic, that is the polyester. And polyester is also a type of synthetic fiber. Okay, so we will say it is a synthetic fiber. And the fabric which are being made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. Okay, for example, if we talk about the cotton, if we put it inside a cupboard and when we remove after some time, we see that there is the shrink or there is a wrinkle in it. Okay, so before wearing the cotton cloths we need to iron it, then only we can wear. Okay, but in case of polyester, if we put this fiber anywhere also, if we put this fabric anywhere, we will not find any wrinkle. Okay, so it is wrinkle free. It remains crisp, easy to wash. It is crisp and easy to wash, means easily we can wash it. And it is used for making dress materials. We know that there have been different types of dress materials which are being used for making the dresses. So polyester is used for making what? Dress materials. Okay, then another type of polyester, that is the terylene, PET. Okay, and PET is been used for what? Making the bottles, films, utensils, wire, etc. Then next is polyester. Polyester is what? It is also a synthetic fiber which is been made by the repeating units of poly and ester. Okay, next is polywool. Polywool is polymer of wool plus polyester. Then polycord, polyester and cotton. So all the polyesters are being made by the blend or the combination of the two types of chemical substances, or two types of small units of different types of chemical substances. Clear, students? Next is acrylic. We know that we are using the we are using the wool in our day-to-day life. We wear the mufflers, sweaters, scarves, etc., etc. So does it possible to fulfill the demand of the people, as the population of our country is very high? So if we want to fulfill the demand of the people, we need to rear more and more what? Sheep, so that we can obtain the wool. But it is really very difficult for us. So in place of wool, there are the synthetic fibers used, which we consider as the acrylic. And acrylic is used for making the wool, and it resembles to the wool. They are used to make the sweaters, shawls and blanket, etc. That means whatever the synthetic fiber we are studying, that are all what they are being substitute of our natural fibers. Understood, students? Means in our day-to-day life we are using them, because at certain if we talk about the benefits, they have wide benefits as compared to the natural fibers. Here, students? So we will learn here the characteristics of synthetic fiber. As I said, the synthetic fibers are what? They are used widely in our day-to-day life. Okay, so what are the characteristics? Because of that, they are in demand more than the natural fibers. They have unique characteristics. For example, few synthetic fibers. Likewise, we studied about what? Nylon. It is what? Elastic. Okay, stretchable, etc. Means synthetic fibers are durable, means we can use it for very long period of time. Then synthetic fibers get dry up quickly. If we wash, they are easy to wash and they can dry easily or quickly. Then they are less expensive. If we talk about the other fibers like silk, it is very expensive, whereas the substitute of silk we studied, okay, if we use that, it is less expensive. Then readily available, means synthetic fibers are readily available. Then easy to maintain, means synthetic fibers we can maintain easily. Okay, so basically we can say that synthetic fibers are widely used in our day-to-day life as compared to the natural fiber. That means synthetic fiber has more benefit as compared to the natural fiber. Clear, students? Okay, till this topic please do read your NCERT book, all the topics, and revise. Okay, and after this whatever the remaining topic I will explain you in next video. Thank you, students.